Welcome into the night shift. If you're joining us, that means that you've completed your day at work and you're ready to unwind with us and some sports. So I'm Courtney Cox alongside Nick Goss and Cam McDonough. We're here to talk about what they'll be covering come the night shift. So we're going to start with the NBA. The Celtics taking on the Rockets tonight. They're coming off a pretty tough loss to the Wizards. The Wizards wore all black for their funeral. Well, they delivered. They did. A tough loss for the Celtics, their third loss in a row. And now they face a Rockets team, which surprisingly is one of the best in the league. James Harden almost averaging a triple-double. They have the third best record in the West, and they're just on fire right now. So this is a pretty big game for the Celtics. Fortunately for them, Toronto, the team ahead of them in the standings, is number 2 in the East. They've lost 4 straight. So they haven't lost too much ground, the Celtics, but they need to get it turned around, and a big win against one of the best teams would be a good place to start.
Yeah, I think the key with the Celtics right now is even though they've lost 3 games in a row now, they are still right there in third place, and they're pretty close to the Raptors. So it's not time to necessarily hit the panic button here, but this is going to be a good test for them to see where they match up against some of the better teams in the league, because they really haven't so far this year. And James Harden, there's a very good chance he's going to be the MVP this year. So this is going to be a great test for them. The unfortunate thing for them is the injury situation with Avery Bradley. That's obviously hurt them in this stretch, and that's something to look out for tonight as well.
And the NBA is not the only thing going on tonight, not at all. We also have the NHL. Let's start with the Rangers game. This is a big one for them. 3 straight wins for them. Yeah, the Rangers won 3 straight. They now have a 10-point lead for the first wild card spot. They're facing one of their rivals, the Flyers, on NBC Wednesday Night Rivalry. The Flyers themselves are only one point out of the second wild card spot. So it's a pretty big game for both teams. And the Flyers have not done so well of late. They've lost ground in the Metropolitan Division. So this would be a good test for them to get a big win against a rival and get back in the playoff race. And the 3 straight, but they're without Kevin Hayes now. They are without Kevin Hayes, so other guys need to step up. And of course, Lundqvist struggled a bit this season, so he needs to keep the team together, give a good performance against a Flyers team that can score. They do have talent up front. All right, and that's not all either. So much going on tonight. Let's talk tennis.
Yeah, big night in the tennis world. It's semifinals at the Australian Open. Both women's semifinals are going to happen tonight. So Coco Vandeweghe versus Venus Williams is one of them, and then Serena Williams is going to be in the other one. So there's potential for Williams versus Williams final, but very good chance for an American versus American final as well. So that's going to be huge. And also on the men's side, we have Roger Federer versus Stan Wawrinka. So 2 fellow countrymen there as well. So huge night in the tennis world. If you're staying up till 3 in the morning, definitely watch it.
I will not be staying up till 3 in the morning, but we've also got soccer on the deck.
Yes, soccer this afternoon. Juventus beat AC Milan in the Coppa Italia, and Liverpool was knocked out of the EFL Cup against Southampton, a 1-0 loss. Southampton won that 2-0 on aggregate, so tough way for Liverpool to go out of one of their competitions, but they still have a Premier League campaign to focus on. They're right in the driver's seat for a top 4 spot, getting the Champions League qualification again, so not time to hit the panic button for Liverpool. A setback, but they still have plenty more to accomplish this season.
Well, as my day is winding down, theirs is obviously kind of revving up here. They've got a long night ahead of them. If you want to follow along with both Nick and Cam, you can follow them on Twitter at Cam_McDonough or at Nick Goss Nesson. But make sure to keep it locked in here at Nesson.com. These guys will be working all night, and you won't be disappointed in what you find.